Hello friends, when partner is retired, firm is required to pay him certain amount, that is, which includes his share of capital, share of accumulated profits, revaluation profits, also adjusting accumulated losses, revaluation losses, share of goodwill, share of profit till date of retirement, etc. This amount, if firm cannot pay immediately, for the time being, firm treats that amount as a loan from such partner. It is called as retiring partner's loan. Firm also pays interest on this loan, and this loan will be paid either fully or in installment in future. Let us discuss such one question now. Sathe, Deshpande and Madlani were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:2:3. Their balance sheet was as follows. Assets, plant and machinery, building, motor van, stock, debtors less RDD, cash balance. Liabilities, we have capital of Sathe, Deshpande, Madlani, creditors, bills payable, reserve fund. Deshpande retired on that date on following terms. Plant to be depreciated by 10%. Here the value of plant and machinery is 50,000. Depreciated by 10% means 10% of 50,000 will have to deduct 5,000. This will be recorded to the debit of profit and loss adjustment account. Motor van by 20%. Motor van is 20,000. 20% means it is 4,000. This will be reduced on asset side. Second effect, profit and loss adjustment account debit. Stock appreciated by 10%. Here stock is 30,000. 10% means 3,000 appreciated. Second effect, profit and loss adjustment account credit. Building 20%. So building we have 1 lakh. 20% means it has gone up by 20,000. Second effect, profit and loss adjustment account credit side. RDD is no longer necessary. So we have to deduct 2,000 from RDD. So RDD will become nil. This will be recorded to the credit of profit and loss adjustment account. Provision is to be made for rupees 8,000 being compensation to workers. This is a new liability. One effect will be on liability side. Another effect, profit and loss adjustment account debit. The goodwill of the firm is to be valued at rupees 40,000. Means goodwill of full firm is considered to be worth 40,000. Deshpande's share in it should be raised. So only share of Deshpande is raised. So it is 40,000. Deshpande's share is 2/10. So Deshpande's share in goodwill comes to rupees 8,000. That is 40,000 multiplied by his share 2/10. That comes to 8,000. Both remaining partners decided to write off goodwill. So goodwill is raised first and then it is written off. Amount payable to Sri Deshpande to be kept as his loan. So that amount is transferred to his loan account. Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, partners capital account and new balance sheet. Let us do first working note of goodwill. The goodwill of the firm valued at rupees 40,000. Deshpande's share in it should be raised. Goodwill raised and written off to the extent of Deshpande's share. Firm's goodwill multiplied by Deshpande's share. Firm's goodwill here they have given rupees 40,000. Deshpande's shares 2/10. Goodwill raised. Deshpande's share will be rupees 8,000. Entry will be goodwill account debit 8,000 to Deshpande's capital account 8,000. Being goodwill raised to the extent of Deshpande's share. For goodwill written off, the entry is continuing partners capital account debit, Sate's capital account debit 5,000, Madlani's capital account debit 3,000 to goodwill account 8,000. Here we have used ratio 5:3. Capital of Sate, Deshpande, Madlani will be transferred to their capital account on credit side. Partners capital account credit by balance brought down Sate 70,000, Deshpande 80,000, Madlani 50,000. Reserve fund 25,000. This will be divided among all partners in their profit sharing ratio and will be credited to their capital account. Partners capital account credit by reserve fund account Sate 12,500, Deshpande 5,000, Madlani 7,500. This is divided in the ratio of 5:2:3. Here we have item creditors 25,000. There is no change, no revaluation of this item. This will be directly recorded on liability side of new balance sheet. Liability side creditors 25,000. Bills payable 12,000. There is no revaluation of bills payable. This will be recorded on liability side as it is. Liability side bills payable 12,000. Reserve fund we have already distributed. On asset side now, let us go through the items. Plant and machinery is 50,000. There is an adjustment on this item, so it will be recorded in inner column in new balance sheet. Asset side plant and machinery inner column 50,000. Building there is an adjustment. Amount is 1 lakh. Asset side. Building 1 lakh. Motor van 20,000. There is an adjustment on this. New balance sheet asset side. Motor van 20,000. Stock 30,000. Debtors 36,000. Less RDD. There is an adjustment. It is recorded in inner column. Cash 28,000. Let us consider adjustments. Plant and machinery 50,000. Depreciated by 10%. 10% of 50,000 is 5,000. Will be recorded in profit and loss adjustment account on debit side. Profit and loss adjustment account debit to plant and machinery 5,000. This will have second effect in balance sheet. On asset side, from plant and machinery, we are required to reduce this amount. Plant and machinery 50,000, 10% depreciation, that is 5,000. So new value of plant and machinery 45,000. Depreciation motor van 20%. Motor van is 20,000. So we'll have to reduce 20% of 20,000, that is 4,000 from motor van. Motor van 20,000 less 20% depreciation, that is 4,000. So revised value is 16,000. Stock to be appreciated by 10%. Stock is 30,000. 10% is 3,000. It will be added to the value of stock 3,000. So it will become 33,000. This will have second effect in profit and loss adjustment account. Depreciation on motor van 4,000. Appreciation of stock 3,000. Depreciation of motor van 4,000. Profit and loss adjustment account debit. Appreciation of stock, profit and loss adjustment account credit. By stock 3,000. Building appreciated by 20%. Your building is 1 lakh, 20% is 20,000. It will be recorded here to the credit of profit and loss adjustment account. By building 20,000. Second effect, balance sheet asset side, add to building. Building 1 lakh, increase is added 20,000. So it is 1,20,000. RDD is no longer necessary. So RDD is 2,000. We'll have to deduct 2,000 from this so that it will become nil. This will have second effect to the credit of profit and loss adjustment account. Profit and loss adjustment account credit by RDD 2,000. Balance sheet asset side, from RDD 2,000 we are required to deduct 2,000, so it becomes 0. So gross debtors and net debtors will be same now, 36,000. Provision is to be made for 8,000 being compensation to workers. So now one effect liability, second effect profit and loss adjustment account debit. Balance sheet liability side, provision for workers compensation 8,000. Profit and loss adjustment account debit. Profit and loss adjustment account debit to provision for workers compensation 8,000. The goodwill of the firm valued at 40,000. Deshpande's share to be raised, which is 8,000. Remaining partner decided to write off goodwill. We have done working note for this. Firm's goodwill agreed rupees 40,000. Deshpande's shares 2 by 10 comes to 8,000. Our entry is goodwill account debit to Deshpande's capital account 8,000. Partners capital account credit side, Deshpande column by goodwill 8,000. For goodwill written off, Sate's capital account debit, Madlani's capital account debit to goodwill. This will be debited to their capital account. Partners capital account debit, Sathe debit, Madlani debit to goodwill 5,000 and 3,000 respectively. We have completed all adjustments. Now we are required to close profit and loss adjustment account to find out profit or loss on revaluation. Profit and loss adjustment account is closed. It is showing profit of 8,000. This will be distributed between all partners in their profit sharing ratio 5:2:3. Sathe 4,000, Deshpande 1,600, Madlani 2,400. This will be credited to their capital account. Partners capital account, we have transferred profit to its credit. Let us close now partners capital account. We have closed partners capital account. Sate's capital shows 81,500 as closing balance. Madlani 56,900. This will be transferred to new balance sheet as their continuing capitals. We have closed the Deshpande's capital account. It is showing balance payable to him on retirement 94,600. This will be transferred to his loan account, Deshpande's loan account. This loan account will be now transferred to liability side of new balance sheet. Partners capital are transferred to liability side. Capital of Sathe 81,500, Madlani 56,900. Deshpande's loan account is transferred here on liability side 94,600. Now we have closed balance sheet. Asset side total is 2,78,000, which is equal to liability side total 2,78,000. That is balance sheet is tally. In this question, we learn how to give effect when retiring partner's share is to be transferred to his loan account. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to our channel Ekeeda. Thank you.